and put points on the board, they've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Foster, 35 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Mike, 36. Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Foster there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st down, Ross. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Yeah, that's what I do. I got motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
All day, baby. 3rd down. What's the motion? Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Ross. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Hey, we got 3.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt.
What you got? What you got, him?
They'll run on first down. It's Ross. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for New England. 43 yards on the ground.
Let's go right here now.
Two tights, two tights.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a hole.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Patriots take over.
51. No, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On first down, Ross. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
All day.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Robert Foster there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around.
And the pressure gets to him again. Duke Riley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Duke Riley, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now recorded 10 sacks.
Game is gone for them.
Now a desperation shy of midfield. And his guys will set up at the 50-yard line.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another.
Even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.